And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you with my buddy in crime on a Thursday. It's TrendWatch Thursday with Mr. Chris Edwards.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Doing good. I'm a little sleepy. I got up early I went to bed on time, which is interesting. I went to bed on time and I took my magnesium, which usually helps me keep asleep. So I stay asleep through the whole night. Woke up around 5:00, 5 to get ready for the 5:30 show. And then at 5:15, I dozed off.
Oh no.
That's the worst part is when you
Too
doze
much
off.
magnesium.
I
Yeah.
think it's too magnesium. I dozed right off. And then the next alarm rung and says 5:30. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta get in the bathroom. You gotta wash up and brush your teeth, all that stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh. I said, but when you fall after you had a nice deep sleep and you wake up, you feel great. However, if you go back to sleep and wake up for a second time, you feel horrible.
Yeah.
So that was this morning. So here we are. So good morning. Welcome to Touch Base Daily. We are here. A lot going on. I'm not sure if you guys see, if you're in the New York area, I should say the Northeast, we are getting a lot of smoke from Canada, from the wildfires, and they have footage of it. I had footage on the show earlier today. I'll try to bring that back up. But the Canadian
pretty bad.
Are bad.
This is like the third summer in a row now, because I remember last year and the year before it was like that. I went out this morning at 5:30, I think it was. No, it was 6:00. And I mean, normally I see a beautiful sunrise, and the sun, it reminded me of when I was in Thailand in not Phuket, Bangkok. The smog, the haze. I mean, the sun was like orange, and it was barely visible. Really, really bad. So there's a air health alert out for today in the Northeast.
Yes.
Poor quality air. If you don't need to be out, don't go out. If you're elderly, sick, or anyone with respiratory issues, stay indoors. The air is really, really
bad.
You look outside, it looks like there's a fire somewhere nearby, and it's not. This is all coming from Canada.
It's all coming from Canada. And I'm going to show you footage, but this footage from yesterday, let me show you the footage from yesterday from The Guardian. I do believe this is from The Guardian. And this is, I mean, these people,
and it's
luckily no one got hurt. Here we go. And look at this.
Potentially overtake us here. This is getting a little scary.
The language will get a little rough, though.
Holy shit.
Hold on to your seat a little bit. It's live for these people.
Okay, y'all need to hurry up here. Like, seriously, we're encased in flames now.
You guys gotta go backwards. Go.
They're on a boat, aren't they?
No, this is the plane. I mean, not plane, train.
Well, Jody, can you hear us?
This is the train.
Oh, okay.
But look how calm they are.
Yeah, this has got to move fucking quick here.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
No one got hurt. Everyone got out. But I want you to see what's about to happen at the end of it.
Holy crap. Oh, it's all right. This kind of burnt off, so we'll be okay now.
They know it's burnt off. These guys are good.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. Look over there.
Look at this.
You guys got a light now or what? You guys get that light?
A train is coming through it.
Oh, yeah. They're clipping.
In the other direction.
That's a meat and a half, eh?
Unbelievable. I mean,
yeah.
That to me, I said, and they're so calm.
Yeah.
I think that's what really got me, is that these guys are so calm. They're not like, hey, let's get out of here. You know, they're not. They are true, as I say.
They're not panicked.
They are Canadian calm. They are Canadian calm. And I tell you, it's incredible. So hello, Emma. Let's say hello to some folks this morning. But I was just shocked that they felt so comfortable. They got through. No one got hurt. But there's another one. I don't know if you ever. It says the fire appearing as Dante's Peak. Well, I'll get that one in a little bit. And these people are on the water, and the flames are and the smoke are so thick that they can't approach. It's incredible. We'll see if we can get that on the screen. But anyway, good morning. The first person in the building with the gold this morning is Chris R. Chris Renee is in the building. Good morning. Bryson is in the top 3 today. Look at that.
Yes.
Bryson is number 2 with the silver. What's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Happy Throwback Thursday, aka. And so that's incredible. I mean, what's up, throwback? I said, you know what? Let me put some throwbacks out. I need to get back into that whole habit. Remember we used to look back through our photos and throw things up on the Throwback Thursday? Maybe we should. But he does mention this though, the Odyssey. Yes. I think the Odyssey starts tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's actually starting to play to this evening in
midnight
some places. Tonight? Yeah, so like I know that I believe IMAX is having some showings tonight. I actually saw someone post. I think it was, I don't know if it was IMAX, but they were posting the delivery of the IMAX reels to IMAX
the IMAX movie.
Theaters. They're huge. Like like the reels are like. It has to be at least 8 feet wide.
I am going to see that movie. I'm hoping to go see it tomorrow. Maybe I'll see it tomorrow. I'll head to the city and to catch an IMAX during the day while people are working.
Yeah.
But also what they were saying about this film is that there is no AI. No AI was used in this film, and limited CGI, and that most of the scenes that they're on the boat and the boats are rocking and the people and the waves are going is actually on boats in the water. I think that's incredible. And they said it was Matt Damon's hardest role in his career. Maybe he gets an Oscar. Maybe he'll get an Oscar for this. I mean, he already has one, right? He already got one for Good Will Hunting. I mean, but yeah, so he probably get an Oscar. I think he did.
We have to also look at who directed this movie. This is a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah,
he's known for some amazing works, and he does like to do in-camera work as much as possible.
He's like an old photographer, like an old film director.
Yeah, he's really, really good, and like all his movies do really well in the box office, and he does epic movies. So like I'm looking to get that from this movie. And they've been hyping this since last year.
Yes, they've been real. It's supposed to be like an epic movie.
These movies is the blockbuster.
It's a period movie.
Yeah,
it's epic. It's based on the mythology of the Odyssey.
So here's the thing. Tom Holland is in this movie also. He's having a big summer because Spider-Man comes out, I believe, at the end of the month as well.
Yes.
So he has 2 movies, and this Spider-Man is supposed to be really, really big.
I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. And also, there's a lot of great actors in the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Anne Hathaway's in this.
Anne Hathaway, one of my favorites. She's one of my favorites. And
Robert Pattinson in this. Lupita Nyong'o is in this. Zendaya is in this.
Yes.
Charlize Theron is in this.
Look at that.
Like this is a all-star cast for
an
epic
all-star Oscar cast because a lot of those have either been Oscar nominated or received Oscars.
John Leguizamo is in this movie. Who else? Let's see. Travis Scott is in this movie. Let me see if it's the same person I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the rapper Travis Scott is in this movie.
So it's epic. It's going to be epic, and nothing like seeing a movie on IMAX.
Yeah, the ultimate format.
In the center of the theater, because you don't want to be too high and you don't want to be low. You want to be right in the center.
Yeah.
So that way you can look up and look down, look over to the side, look to the right, and the sound is coming at you from all directions. Just saying, if you decide to go to an IMAX, I mean that's how I select my seat. Because one, I know there's a hidden fact. Here's another hidden fact that you did not know about me. When I was a teenager, so from age 17 to roughly 20, so about 3 years of my life, I worked on a soundboard.
Did not know that. Okay.
That's right.
Man of many talents.
I used to work the soundboard and know all my gains and the panels and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I used to do that back once when I was young.
Okay. Well, we were all young once. It's so funny sometimes to sit down and like, I remember when I was this age, and then also, like, we're 50, we're 60, but I still feel like I'm in my 30s.
I still feel like I'm in my 30s. And also, I mean, I say that because when we used to design the sound, we had to set up the speakers a certain way, like we did theater, or we did it on the street, or we did sound on the in the church building, or in a gym, wherever we were. We had to set up the speakers with these certain angles. But the best, you always wanted to, as a sound person, to sit in the middle. That's why when you go to places like Lincoln Center, the New York Philharmonic and Lincoln Center, and you see that the soundboard is not way up in the back. The soundboard is not way in the front.
Yeah.
It's literally in the center, so that all of the sound can be heard. And so I took that practice when I go to the movies to get the best sound. Sit in the center of the theater, and you'll get the best sound quality for that film.
Yep.
You just learned something.
Listen, sound design is so important
Yes.
to not just the blockbuster films, but even like just regular TV production and music. And especially if you're home, if you have invested in a surround sound system, there's nothing better than being engulfed by or immersed into sound that completely envelops you, and to hear songs and also to see movies in the way that the director and the sound engineer have intended it for you to experience it.
I remember when we first got surround sound, digital, Dolby Digital, 6 speakers, and I remember I mean, obviously I was on Wall Street, so I made a little good change. And I went out and bought my first surround sound theater, and the first thing I played was The Lion King. Because I love the intro, the music, and then at that nice thunder, boom, and the whole living room would just be like exploding. Adrian could tell you was there when I got it.
The nice thing about it too is it's continuing to evolve. Like now, the standard now really I would say is Dolby Atmos and Dolby like Vision.
Yeah, and now I mean, back then we had big speakers.
Yeah.
Back then we had some big solid speakers.
You can get a nice surround sound system for a couple $100. Yeah. And you don't even need like all those speakers anymore. Like sometimes
no wires.
Really needs like three speakers, and it'll give you that full 7.1, 5.1 surround sound.
Yeah. Today's sound systems, again, no wires.
Yeah.
Back then, you had to wire up the house. You had to get the reels of wire.
Yeah,
throw it around the wall.
All you gotta do is plug it into
put it under the carpet, around the carpet.
Yeah, I remember those days. Now you just gotta plug it into the wall, and it all connects by Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and goes back and forth. And you don't have to. The nice thing about it is too, you don't have to try to figure out the sound, like the balancing. There are systems built into these things now that will know where the speakers are and level the sound according to your room. And also it will bounce the sound off the walls to give you even more depth in the sound field. But anyway.
So anyway, we went down that road. Thank you, Bryson.
Yeah.
You had us go down to Odyssey, IMAX theater, sound system.
Yes.
But now when you go to the IMAX movies, the best place, the center of the house. And you will get the best. You get the full effect of IMAX. We have someone new in the building. I think we know Emily. Emilia is in
Well,
the
good
building.
morning.
Emilia Cruz. Hello. If you're here for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and also hit the like if you like what we're doing here. Also, Bryson says it's giving like the apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah.
And let's see here. I'm not guessing your age.
I'm
Moving
gonna
right
guess.
along.
I'm gonna say 26. And I'm
20
just using the clues of her username, her screen
Oh,
name.
really? Amelia?
Y2K 2000. So if she was born in 2000, she'd be 26.
Oh, Chris. You were
Hey, clues. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but I'm just using the clues. Yeah.
Also, Tanya's in the building. She says, "Good morning, Ron, Chris, and Touch Base Daily family. So good to see you. What's your thoughts on green apple?" There we go. Let's get rid of that little one. Goodbye. And now moving right along. Where is the wrench? I got it. I got the wrench. I just went. Chris is probably not here yet. she's enjoying.
I didn't get that comment, but that's fine.
Yeah. We got that one. Have y'all seen Dante's Peak with Pierce Brosnan? Yes, I did see. It's one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite movies, and Pierce Brosnan was one of my favorite actors. So every movie he was in, I enjoyed. Coming out tomorrow, you say, and Christopher Nolan, biggest Oscars. Okay, got that. CGI is visual effects. Got that. Thank you. What's that? Yes, yo. What's that?
I don't know what that. I don't
know what that is,
Bryson.
Bryson's on a roll here for Good Will Hunting back in 1998. Yes, he did get the Oscar, and bigger since Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
that was a big movie.
Listen, Nolan only really does big epic movies. That's all he knows how. Some people are just good at certain things. This is what he's good at: epic storytelling.
Jazzy says, "Good morning, beautiful people." And we have Tanya says, "I finally saw Michael yesterday at the movie theater. I was highly impressed with everything. Jafar embodied his uncle."
So can we say something about that? So this Michael movie is the first of its kind to make $1 billion globally, and especially from a actor that's never acted before. It's made over $1 billion worldwide.
I'm just going to skip all the way down to Omar's comment. He goes, "I have to sit by left or right side of the theater. Need easy access to the bathroom." He's a man of a certain age, y'all. The key is to not drink anything before the movie. So there you have it. Anyway, going back up into the screens here. We have Spider-Man. I can't wait to see Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Brand New Day. That's gonna be good. Spider-Man. Let's see here. Hey, we have the wonderful Elise is in the building. She says, "Good morning, everyone."
Good morning.
And we have Dr. Tachi with her wrench. She has a wrench also. Dr. Tachi has a wrench.
Yes.
She knows how to use it if it needs to be used. Good day, Dr. Tachi. And also, Aya's in the building. You know what I gotta say? Aya is in the building. Grand Rising Ron, Chris, and Touch Base Daily. And Bryson says Zendaya, Lupita, and Robert, and John, and Travis. They're all in it. Yep, that's what you said, Chris. That's what you said, Chris. Chris, Renee, Miss Chris R says, "I tell people that all the time, even though I am 60 plus, minus the aches and pains, I feel like I'm a lot younger."
Yeah.
You're only as old as you are in your mind.
Yeah, as old as you feel. Yeah.
I mean, look, once you turn 40, it's all downhill. I know it sounds horrible to say, but once you turn 40s, you start getting aches.
45-ish.
45-ish?
Yeah.
Some people I know at 40,
it's like these random things. Like, why am I feeling pain? Like, I didn't hit myself. I didn't well, what is this little pain? Like for me right now, I'm going through this thing where when I get up in the morning, the the bottom of my feet tends to hurt until I get up and start moving. But I'm
Yes,
like, this makes
it goes
no
away.
sense.
And then it
This is
goes away.
like,
See, you're where
yeah.
I was. Now that doesn't happen. Now that I'm in my 60s, it doesn't happen. But when I was in my 50s, when I was like in my early 50s, I would get out of. I guess what's it called? I was cycling a lot, so
Like,
I had the pedals on my feet all the time, and so when I would get out of bed, my feet were so tender.
and I know it's from the walking. I'm not running as much. I run occasionally, but and it's an everyday thing. So I'm doing on average anywhere between 3.5 to 4.5 miles every day, and that adds up, and that's 7 days a week.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
do.
and that's in addition to just regular walking, and especially if we're going out and doing stuff. So I get that's what it's from, but it's just like
You feel
never
it.
used to happen. Yeah.
You didn't feel it when you got out of bed when you was 20. You could
You just
actually
jump out of bed.
you could have jumped out of and fell onto the ground, broke limbs, and still feel good. At 40, oh my God, you start to feel it at 40, and then at 50, you start feeling all kinds of new things like why, like you said,
what is
why
this?
is this elbow hurting? Why is this finger hurting? Why is this toe
Yeah.
hurting? It's just random. And then
Very
when you're
random.
60,
Don't tell me. I don't want to know. But I will say
now.
I'm looking forward to those ages.
Yes, look, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that I can still get around, do the things I need to do, and I'm still
Dude, you're traveling the world.
I
You're
was
traveling the
hiking
world.
in Iceland. I hiked a little bit in Iceland. Just a little bit, just a little tad bit of hiking.
So
but
yeah. Before we go into some other stories, I just want to kind of wrap up this whole movies and stuff. I will say this is the first summer in a long time I feel as though movies and blockbusters are coming back to theaters and people are going to theaters. Because like ever since COVID, we didn't really go to movie theaters. We will go every once in a while, but like this is the most I've gone this summer. And we've seen quite a few movies already since the beginning of the summer blockbuster season. And I definitely want to go see The Odyssey. There are a couple other movies that we want to go and watch. So I don't know. I think the movie industry will definitely see some gains this summer. This will probably be like their best summer in a long time.
I think The Odyssey is going to be amazing. I mean, for those that love history and mythology and all that stuff, I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna really enjoy it. Like I said, and I do believe it's only on an IMAX format. I do believe it's only on IMAX.
I think it's it's. Let me just hold on. I'll just verify that. Let me go to my
I remember someone saying it was only on IMAX format. So
let's see. Hold on one second.
So if you don't have an IMAX theater around you, you might not be seeing Odyssey, or maybe the first. Yeah. So while he's doing that,
no, it's playing in regular movie theaters.
Can we talk about the World Cup yesterday? The football. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I didn't watch it, but go ahead.
People, England did not win against Argentina. That was a moment.
And you was like, "Oh, they're going to win it all."
I was like, Argentina. I know my whole thing is destroy Argentina at any cost. No one should let Argentina.
Ron feels very passionately about.
I'm very passionate about not letting Argentina win this World Cup. And I was sitting there with Adrian. I was like, "What is going on? Why aren't they playing offense? They just keep defending the ball. What is going on?" I was they got 1 point and gave up. I was like, "You're winning. How? Why would you don't just stop at 1? You go to 2 and to 3." I was like, "You need 2 more points to and look, if they would have got those 2 more points, if they would have got the 3, they would have won."
So in the finals this Sunday at 3 p.m. is going to be Spain and Argentina.
And Spain must do it. Spain must not let Argentina win.
You might just shake Spain.
Spain must come out and destroy Argentina. Anyway, you know how I feel about Argentina.
Yes.
I am not a fan of the people. some of the people in Argentina. I know not all of them are racist and prejudiced and bigoted and all that other stuff, but their history is a horrible history when it comes to Black people. And so because of that history, Spain. So I mean, not to say that Spain didn't have bad colonization practices either, but into the modern world, you can go to Spain, and I very rarely hear anything. Maybe I don't speak Spanish, but I don't hear anything, derogatory.
They're not in the news. They're not in the news like that.
They're not in the, I mean, the Argentinians went off on the what's his name, Ice Street, the #1 YouTuber in the world. His name is Ice Street.
Oh, I know. I know you're talking about.
They were doing monkey and all kinds of fake antics, and I was like, in this day and age, you think it's okay to do that? Anyway.
Hello, we're doing this country, but let's not go there. But anyway, let's switching subjects. We lost another one of our Black icons yesterday.
Yes,
Hal Williams, rest in power. From 1934 to 2026. And for those that don't know, he is. Everyone knows him famously for playing Lester on 227, Mary's husband. Mary, her husband. He was 91, I believe, and he passed yesterday. But yeah, so rest in power, Mr. Hal Williams.
I will bring that up on the screen so you guys can see who it is. And here we go. It's on this. There we go. I just want to get that right. Here we go. And I mean, some actors you're like, where did they go? Where did they disappear to? He's one of those actors you say, but when you see his face, you know who he is. If you were raised in our generation, so there he is right there.
Yeah.
And what series was this, Chris?
He was in 227.
227. That's what it was.
Yeah.
227. And used to love 227 because 227 used to be such a representation of my childhood because my godmother, her sister, used to literally be in the ground floor
front window,
looking out the window and had something to say. And then my godmother, she would be on the next window up, and we would all be on the stoop.
But that's how families communicated back. That's how life was, especially if you lived like in Brooklyn and in Queens and all those places. You would sit out on the stoop. There was always the nosy neighbor that was on that front one that saw all the coming and goings and was telling everybody business.
Oh yeah, we knew all the business because if you sat on the stoop, you knew everyone's business in the neighborhood. And Jazzy says she just wanted to make sure she put in there all 4 countries in the finals are trash for different reasons. They're all colonizers, but that's another point, isn't it? And so also, hey, aviation expert is in the building. He is one of our new subscribers, and so good to see you, Mr. Aviation Expert. So welcome. And hello, aviation. See, Tanya remembers aviation, and so we bonded over aviation. For those that don't know, I have an aviation background, and so I'm just exposing all kinds of stuff today, right? Aviation background, soundboard. I got some little things going on behind the scenes. Yes, me, Hal Williams, rest well. And says our wonderful Dr. Tachi, Hal Williams, rest well. And wow, he was the dad, my TV dad. He was 91. Died at 91, Chris.
Yeah.
That's a good age. I always say
that's a great
bonus.
If you get into your 90s, you've lived a full
90s
life.
is the bonus. That's the bonus card. That is, they always say if you die in your if you're died in your 70s, that's the biblical
norm.
Number that they say you will live. And then if you get into your 80s, then you've got an extra blessing because you're now in your 80s. But if you get to the 90s, you got the bonus round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think I've talked about this on here. I have family members, especially on my mom's side. They all lived into the 90s. like high 90s. My grandmother passed. My mom's mom passed when she was 94. My great grandmother passed. I think she was 98. And my great great grandmother passed. I believe she was 99 when she passed. Our people tend to live long, and then of course, but it also too it is a different time that they lived in. They lived off the land in Jamaica,
That's right.
that on the farm.
They don't have the
They
food
had
that we eat.
yeah.
And my grandfather, my mother's father, lived to 99.11 years.
Oh, almost.
Just shy of 100.
It's giving Betty White.
Yes, just shy of 100. It's like, oh God, you won't let me get the 100?
Just give them the 100 to be done.
Give me the extra month. And but yeah, aviation says finally break up for summer to tomorrow. Yes, break up. Okay, so the other thing that's in the news, this trending in the Democrat circles and in politics, is Hakeem Jeffries did not support the bill to not give Israel money. He and Chuck Schumer. And so I don't know what you guys feel about it, but I can tell you how I feel about it. I think, again, I think we mentioned this briefly yesterday, but Hakeem was my representative. He was our representative in Fort Greene, Clinton Hill, back in several years ago until they redistrict. And I will tell you, I'm so disappointed in Mr. Hakeem Jeffries. And you're not reading the writing on the wall. You see, first of all, look around and see all of the politicians that have been running recently that have taken AIPAC money. What has happened to them? They were defeated. So why would you? But again, if you are in bed with these people, and for lack of a better phrasing, when you're taking money, I don't know how much money Hakeem Jeffries is taking from. I mean, someone had it on the screen, I think on one of the feeds on trends, on the threads. I'm sorry, on threads. And I was like, he and Chuck Schumer, there was like a cartoon of he and it was Hakeem and Chuck Schumer in the bed with the Israeli flag over them. And it's just, we have to do better in this country. We have to do better. We have to be better. We have to not fund things that kill people and unalive people or hurt people. We got to be more conscious. And I'm just so disappointed because, again, Hakeem, I photographed Hakeem, and I think overall, I think he's a great guy here when he was in Brooklyn, when he was in New York. But I am so disappointed. I'm not angry with him. I'm not furious with him. Well, part of me is. I'm more disappointed that because when he entered into the Congress, he entered in as like the next generation, be able to change things. And he's just like the old guard. He took on the habits of the old guard. He should have taken on the habits of the progressives.
Here's the thing. I don't know why you're disappointed. I don't know why you're surprised.
Yeah.
All of these Congress people, once they get to that level of power, in order to maintain that power, you have to give up some of your, I'm not saying you have to, but they always give up their moral compass. They forget who put them there. And it's about, all right, now, this is my career. This is what I'm good at. This is where I need to stay. And in order to stay in that position of power, you give up something.
Yeah.
And this does not surprise me. This is all of them. This is how they act. This is how they behave, as they would say. So I'm not surprised.
Well, before we indict them all, I will say, I mean, like the what's her name? ALC.
I know you're
you know how I'm talking about, and
Yeah, but
Presley
you know
and a bunch of them. They are the progressive wing, and they're not taking the money. They're trying their best not to take the money, and and they're surviving. I think
Well,
ALC is going to take
let's
Schumer's Senate's position.
AOC. So
ALC.
I mean, let's just pray and hope. I mean, the progressive. I mean, look at Mandami. Look what he's doing.
AOC. Thank you. I'm saying ALC. That's a disease.
Look what
AOC. Thank you.
He's doing, and you have a lot more people like him popping up. I believe in California, one of the mayors that's running for mayor is on the progressive side as well, and she's in the lead as well. But this is who they are, so I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, so that's what's trending on this wonderful TrendWatch Thursday.
I got one for you.
Yes.
All right, so this is huge, and everyone's talking about it. Cyclospora. This is the explosive diarrhea bacteria that is spreading across the country. 34 states have been widely impacted as of right now. Over 7,000 people confirmed. But here's the problem: it's not being tracked because the CDC, the group that was in the CDC that tracks this stuff is not there anymore. So normally by now they would have found out where the actual source of it is and what particular fruits and vegetables are really affected. Everyone's just making assumptions now, and now they're trying to put the blame on fast food places like Taco Bell. So Taco Bell in a lot of the states now have started not putting out salads and that type of stuff because they're not sure exactly where it's coming from. There have been different lists have come out saying, bagged lettuce, scallions, or green onions, and some other and
some fruits
like raspberries, strawberries, those type of stuff. So what the recommendation is, and this is not even from the CDC, this is just from other agencies saying, when you get your fruits and vegetables, take it home, not just regular wash, but wash it in vinegar and water, and then also baking soda and water, and rinse it thoroughly for a couple of minutes. But this Cyclosporia parasite, it's not that it's this nausea, vomiting, but especially the quote unquote explosive diarrhea. These symptoms can persist for weeks and even months. It feels like it's going away, but then come back. It's unfortunate, but this is the country that voted for these people. They have dismantled all the systems in place to protect us from this. So here's the thing. When this orange man has been in power, every time that he's been here, we've had some type of outbreak, and it has just gone wild because all the systems that have been in place to protect us from these things, he wipes away. COVID. Now you've got this. So every year it's something different with these people. Measles outbreak last year. Measles that was eradicated, it was just running rampant last year because you're not vaccinating these people, and then CDC is not tracking it because CDC is no longer the golden standard in the world. I'm not even gonna say this country, in the world, because that's how the CDC was recognized globally. We're not. It's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah, it's really bad, and it's unfortunately. I'm going to bring up what you should know. Here we go. Just so people know, this is from the Health Line, and let me put this on the screen for you guys. And because you really should, this is very, very serious. This explosive, I was just saying diarrhea, but this is something on another level. I have never heard of explosive diarrhea. So,
no, it's a thing.
Yeah, explosive diarrheas are characterized by strong bowel contractions, increase in volume in the rectum, and often accompanied by significant gas. Common causes include bacterial, viral, parasitic infections, bowel disease, certain medications, and food allergies or intolerances.
And the other thing too is this is leading people to be admitted to the hospital for major dehydration, because when you are vomiting or you have diarrhea, you're expelling a lot of water out your body and you're becoming dehydrated. So a lot of people are being admitted into hospitals because of this. So it's affecting a lot of different things, and because they're not tracking it, it's spreading.
Yeah, it's spreading across the country, and I will put this link inside of the description. This is from the Healthline, and it really goes into it. Really, really good explanation. Has again explains about approximately 75% of your stool is made of water. The other 25% is a combination of undigestible carbohydrates, fibers, proteins, fats, mucus, intestinal secretions, and it just goes on, and then it goes on, and then you can go dive in if you want to dive in even more. Disease of the bowel, all that stuff. But it is, I think it's something that everyone needs to have on their radar. I'm not touching anything that's a salad. I love my salad,
Listen,
but there are no
I
salads for the next 2 weeks.
listen to me. We went out last week, Saturday, to dinner. And at the restaurant they had a salad on our dish. I was like, won't be eating that. And like we're big salad eaters here. Like sometimes
salads.
1 or twice a week we'll have like a homemade salad. Like we typically, buy all the stuff and I make a salad, whatever, but I'm staying away from it. Listen, I don't like stomach pain and I don't like diarrhea.
I hate
and I don't like vomiting. So yeah, we won't be doing that.
I see here we got that unless they tracking. Kimmy says unless they tracking where people ate that are sick and where they got their products.
Yeah.
They can't do anything. Jaddy says there's also the listeria outbreak. Yes, you
in New York.
In New York, yes, we had. Well, the cases are diminishing. There was only one case reported, I think, yesterday. So it's getting better. They have to clean up. Every summer we get this in New York. There's someone that did not clean their air conditioning or water tanks, and I don't know how they interact with each other, but and it gets into the air and it's airborne, and people inhale it, takes the system, and then you get all kinds of symptoms from it. But it is not contagious like one person to another. It's airborne from the air conditionings and water tanks in New York. So, Also, Jazzy said if the parasite is on the food, it has to be cooked away, and even with it being cooked, it's not guaranteed to kill the parasite. Do not get pre-packed salads. Go to farmers market.
And for whatever reason, they say it's the pre-packed salad. It's not like the loose salad you get like at a farmer's market. So
farmer's market.
These little grab and go things, stay away from them.
Because it's mass production.
Well, then another thing too is, and then a lot of these pre-packed salad stuff, they get delivered to a lot of these fast food places and restaurants, and that's what you're getting there. It's not like they're making fresh salad, unless you're going to more like a high-end restaurant. But even still, I'm staying away from them.
I'm staying away. I am not a good patient. So I don't get sick well. I'm not really. Some people are sick and they just like lay back and chill. I'm miserable when I'm sick because I'm very rarely sick. So when I do get sick, it really is such an irritant because I'm very rarely sick. So thank God for that. And you would think even with like traveling, and this is always in the back of my mind, is that I'm traveling, I'm on planes, I'm in cars, I'm in taxis, I'm traveling all over in different countries, and that is always, I'm a germaphobe by nature, and I'm usually in my head I'm freaking out because of all the germs, but as they say, as they like the knock on the wood, a superstition. So far so good, and I've been traveling for 6 months pretty much. So, but what I find is also if you are a traveler, if you read in other reports, people that travel a lot, they have strong immune systems. It's also like the people that are educators.
Just so we are clear.
Oops, sorry.
Right. So educators, like teachers, people that work in schools, usually adults that work in schools have stronger immune systems, or those that work in hospitals. So all the germ exposure. You need germs in your life, y'all. You need germs.
Okay. Germs build up your immune system.
Yeah, you gotta flex your muscles. Mimi's in the building. She says, good morning, Ron and Chris and Touch Base Daily family. Good to see you guys on here. Bryson says, do not do Taco Bell. But you know what? I know that Taco Bell is in the news, but this has happened before where a company's been blamed for something, and it was something else. So,
well,
and you don't have a
honestly,
CDC, you don't know for sure.
They use Taco Bell as the whipping post because, to be honest with you, there's a whole list of fast food places outside of Taco Bell that are included in that list.
Yeah, so it's just not Taco Bell, and so that people are being cautious about. Kimmy Kim says restaurants and markets going to lose money. Yeah, it's gonna hit them hard. One more thing to hit this economy, right? I'm going to roll. I got that. Okay, and also Jelly says mass production and the water sources, basically, our produce is being sprayed with fecal matter water. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't keep some things. I don't know about it. It's like, did y'all remember the movie that came out when they were showing how chickens were treated in
yeah.
What was that movie called? Something Foods, Fast Foods. I don't know what was it called.
I don't remember. I know it came out a couple of years, like quite a few years ago.
Yeah, and it was showing all the bad things that happen behind the scenes, and then once you see it, you're just like,
Let's put where is it? Elise's comment up. This is much bigger than Taco Bell. This is about where the produce is coming from. Absolutely. And the problem is because they're not tracking this, they can't reverse engineer to see where it's coming from. So that these plants that are actually packaging this stuff and putting it out there don't even know they have a problem.
You got to have a tracking system. You got to have a CDC. But no, these fools got rid of the CDC. So, well, most of it. And then the person that's in charge, well, that's another situation. Mimi says also the folks that used to manage the crap at CDC, they are all gone. That's exactly what we've been saying. What else is in the headlines? That was in the headlines. We got a couple of things that were trending. This also, just so we've been looking at the Nolan Wells story. Again, today is the 16th. This news started to be in our feed on July 5th, right? Mm-hmm. And they still don't have the autopsy reports. They still don't have certain things that they need.
I think they're waiting for the toxicology reports to come back. Those take a little bit longer before they release the full findings of the autopsy and toxicology. Because that's what I heard them say. I believe it was yesterday or this morning. They were still waiting on toxicology reports. They don't want to put it out piecemeal. They want to put it out as a full report.
And I wonder, are they working? I wonder if you have the independent one that is being done by Crump, and you have
and his team, and they're based out of DC,
actual towns
in Mississippi.
Examiners.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the examiners are waiting and they don't want to be the first out, because if they're first out, someone said that they think that they will be able to, the experts that the Crump folks have may contradict what they have. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But that case is still, it gets
weirder. It's so many twists and turns.
Day. Now that's going to be a movie. The Nolan Wells.
Oh, there'll be a Netflix documentary about this. Trust me. Yeah. And I would say give it a year and a half, and if not by next summer, they'll have something.
I think someone's going to make this into a movie or a documentary. Like you said,
it will become Netflix, a movie too.
Something like that, because there's so many twists and turns, and people. And I mean, you're here now in day 6. It's the 16th of July, and there's still very few people talking. There are very few people talking. Jazzy says, listen, it's the truth. Don't get me started on meat. Back to the meat thing. Regulators, they're actually regulated in the United States. If y'all knew the truth about how our food was produced, you wouldn't eat.
It's true.
This is very true. And this is not just meats, veggies too. Like you just said, fecal matter water, spraying the veggies. I mean, you do use manure for fertilizer.
But that's different.
Not spraying on the leaves, right?
That's different.
So I mean, I don't
Oh,
know. I'm not. I don't. That's not my. That's not what you call it. That's not my my barrel or wheel wagon or something.
wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
That's not in your wheelbarrow
that's not
or
my
your wheelhouse.
my warehouse. So anyway, that's all I can say on it because I don't know much more.
Oh, so here's another thing. The Orange Menace is supposed to be doing a primetime
Oh yes, today.
speech
Yeah,
tonight at 9 p.m. I won't be watching it. I
we'll
won't
not.
be
We'll,
listening.
we'll not be watching. But it is
Yeah.
about the election.
Yeah.
And there has never been. Let's go on. Let's continue with this. The 2020 election has been proven to have no tampering. It was a.
This has gone through the courts. He's
It's
lost
gone through the
every case.
courts.
There's no proof. But yet
There-
still.
yeah.
But here's the thing. You are, quote unquote, the president of this United States. Why are you still talking about something that happened back in 2020?
But still,
You lost.
even if it was true, it would have happened under his watch.
That part.
He was the president.
That
And
part.
again, if there's fraud and all that stuff going on right now, it's like what's his name? I forgot his name. That the one that lost the election, but he's a Republican. He mentioned this morning. He says we have the House, we have the Senate, we have the presidency, and we have and some parts of SCOTUS.
Yeah.
He says there is no way you can say if there's cheating, if there was something going on, it's under your administration, it is under the Republicans' watch.
You are in full control of this government.
You are in full control. But people they don't have their thinking caps on.
They don't own thinking caps, okay? Let's
Jeffries says that man is getting on TV tonight because he knows Mitch McConnell is dead.
That part.
And we know. And speaking of that was on the headlines this morning. That was trending also today. I do believe I read that the governor of Kentucky is asking for video proof of Mitch McConnell being alive.
No, let me tell you something. They can't get video proof where someone sends them video. They need to have a reputable reporter go to his hospital room and do an interview. That's what this needs to be. Because the photo that they put out, it wasn't a fake photo. It was an old photo of him.
Yes, but
when you look at the photos,
also.
Well, yeah, but still, it was a legit photo from the past. All right. Yes. When you look at photos of him a couple years ago to a couple months ago, his hair is completely white. He had gray in his hair. His facial features have changed because of how he's aging. You can definitely tell that's an older photo of him. Why are you guys putting out fake images or old images to say that is him? Let's stop with the bullshit, because that's all bullshit. Yeah. All right.
They're trying to hold out to August 3rd.
You know what? Here's the thing, and I said this in our private chat, and I've said this publicly. This man, if he's not dead, he is incapacitated. He can't do the job, and they're doing this because they do not want to have a special election. Yes. If they can hold out until August 3rd or August 4th,
yes, August 3rd,
they won't have to have a special election to replace him. And they know this is exactly what this is doing. This is such a huge cover. This whole government is corrupt. It is the swamp. They said they were going to come in and drain the swamp. They've just added to the swamp. They're swimming in
it. His wife was traveling and don't look like that no more. They say she's in China. They said she went back to China. So a couple of weeks ago. So they were like,
and she has power of attorney.
Yeah.
And it's not. Here's the thing. It's not about being a conspiracy theorist. I mean, my thing is, it's so easy to disprove any of these allegations that quote unquote he's dead. If the man's not dead, show us that he's not dead. That photo, bullshit. Everybody knows it. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah. So, and but that's what's
hold on. So Kimmy, you said health issues are private. Yes, they are. But when you are a government official, the public has the right to know that you are representing them and that you are fit for office.
Yes.
So there is a slight blurring of the
There is
lines.
a fine line.
No one's asking for you to give up HIPAA information to, but we need to know that he can actually do the job.
That's the key. Can he do the job? Can he represent the people of Kentucky as a senator? And he's been missing in action for a month already.
For a month now.
Yeah.
The last time anyone has the only video footage of us seeing him was when he was wheeled out of his house in DC into an ambulance. All you saw was his feet. That was the last time he was seen publicly.
Mimi says, plus the look-alike daughter has removed all her socials. Oh, what's that? And right, Chris, I see that exactly. And I also see Jazzy saying, proof of life. That's Mimi. And then Jazzy says, y'all remember during the Biden administration when the Dependents secretary was hospitalized and the Republicans lost their ish.
Thank you for bringing that up. They gave him hell when he was not around. When he was it surgery for like a cancer or something like that.
Yes.
He was incapacitated, and he didn't tell people until after the fact that it was over. Anytime the president has to go, like for instance, most presidents, at a certain age, you have to do colonoscopies and stuff like that. There is so for those that don't know, when Biden went to do a colonoscopy, Kamala Harris was president for while he was under.
Yeah, so technically, we already had she's already been president.
So like, you have to disclose these things when you're in the seat of power. You have to disclose these things.
And she met the defense secretary. Remember what's his name? The black guy. I forgot his name, but he didn't want to bother anyone, so he didn't mention it. And he went and had surgery. He was sick, and they wanted to check on some things. And he was missing for I think it was like 30 days. Maybe he was busy doing.
I don't know.
And they lost their minds. They lost their minds. Well, the Republicans are the biggest hypocrites. These people can't say anything. It's like someone said yesterday, or Sunday, about the Republicans. Shut the hell up. When it comes to Republicans, just say that. They have no legitimacy in any subject.
Yeah. They don't have a leg to stand on. The other thing too is like when they lie and they lie publicly and they get called out on it, it's just like, oh no, that's not what I meant. And then so this is a little sidebar to that. It's connected to the Mitch McConnell story. Scott Jennings, who is a CNN commentator, went out and said that he spoke to Mitch for 20 minutes. And everyone's asking him for proof. Do you know CNN had the nerve? Now I don't watch them, so I saw this and I saw the post, but
it was
CNN had the nerve. Yeah, CNN had the nerve to actually write a disclaimer saying that his views do not express or is not considered news reporting. But yet, still, you pay him still to come on Abby Phillips' program every night.
He is so annoying.
To spread his shit.
He's the worst.
You can't distance yourself from someone in their comments if you're continually paying them to come on and talk.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
He is, when I look at television and I look at legacy media, if you want to call it legacy, this Scott Jennings is
he's awful.
I cringe. I can't even look at Abby Phillips' show because if he's on, I cannot sit through it because he is such a liar and
that's what they do. That's what they do, and they justify everything.
Justify everything that this president does, and this president is a criminal. Literally, convicted. A criminal.
34 times over.
And he's committing crimes every day.
Every day.
Okay, I think we reached our number. It's 12 o'clock, Chris.
Yep.
We got a lot of headlines in, right? That was our trend watch today. We got a lot of trend. That is what's trending. So if you're in the New York area, make sure you are drinking lots of water, but stay out of the streets. It looks like it's clearing up a little bit better than it was this morning, but the air is bad outside. The air quality monitor is very high for today here in the Northeast. and
Yeah.
smoke coming from Canada and from the wildfires. Also, I do believe what's
in
up
addition, I think this is day 3 of, so this is considered a heat wave. So this is like, I think this is like a 4th or 5th heat wave this year
for the
already.
year. Yeah. So
which is crazy.
Our heat wave ends today. After today, today's the last day. That will
Yeah.
be in the 90s, and then it's a nice stretch. We'll be in the 80s and 70s.
80s. Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, I'm all about the 70s. And Jazzy says, Abby Phillips' show is a joke because they purposely platform people that they know are lying. I understand the need to have conversation with people that don't always agree, but the lying.
Before I even stopped watching CNN, I stopped watching her show because like they just constantly bring these people on, and you know that they're lying, and they stop saying half truths or alternative facts. They are fucking lies. They are lying. Why did we get away from calling people liars? I don't understand that.
Yeah, when did we stop? When did we stop being honest?
2016.
I think it happened. I think that thought. I mean, we have to call a spade a spade. We have to say this person is lying. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
let me go to some banner stuff here, and then we're out of here. Again, if you are, no, I gave homework on Tuesday. I don't see anyone posting. If you got the lesson on Tuesday, go out into the world and photograph 3 photos. Go check out the video from Tuesday. And if you want to grow as a photographer, put your photos in our YouTube community. And we also have chats. I also share photos from the trips and excursions and all that stuff that I've been doing. They're all there. Also, join our email list today by going to ronlewisphotos.com. Click on that, and it will prompt it immediately, and you can join the email list. I am an event photographer. And if you're looking for an event photographer in any of the places that I will be in South Carolina next week in Charleston. And then I will be leaving from there to go to Mexico City, and I'll be photographing there. So if you are looking for a photographer and you're like, hey, I should try Ron's services, reach out to me. We can put you on the calendar, and I can squeeze you into my busy days that I will be in South Carolina or in Mexico City in Mexico. Also, again, thank you to the Patreon members. We love you. We appreciate you because you make this happen. It is lots of bills that need to be paid to be online, and the Patreon community does it. So if you are a free Patreon member and you do receive you're here, then become a paying Patreon member. And on that note, if you don't want to become a Patreon, you're like, what the hell is Patreon? Then become a member. If you're here, become a member. They're very cheap. So become a member. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit the like. The algorithms know we are here. Okay, I think I got it all in, Chris. Anything that you need to share? I think anything there?
Just watch the conference call, the recap shows. We're doing the last episode of Drag Race All-Star Season 11. It's going to come out on Sunday. And then now we've also started doing Project Runway. So episode 2 will drop on Monday. And then the following is going to replace Drag Race, and it'll go back to a Sunday release. So go watch the conference call, the recap shows. And just for you, Ron, I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be traveling.
Yes, I'll be here tomorrow. Anyone want to be my co-anchor for tomorrow? Let me know. It would be nice. I'm going to just throw this out there. Like someone like I know Jazzy is working probably for her. She's at her office, so she can't do it. But if someone like Jazzy would like to come on and be sidekick, come on. Kimmy Kim, you're more than welcome.
Bryson, I mean, you've got a lot. That would be
you guys are here all the time. You are part of the you guys
community.
Are the green, you're the green people.
And I'm like, Bryson, I want you to step out on faith and just try something a little bit different. I'm not putting you on the spot, but I am. You have great knowledge, and I mean, honestly, you sustained a lot of the conversation in the last couple of weeks as far as the material you've been putting out there for us to talk about. So come on.
Yeah, so if you guys want to come on and be a part, I mean, this is for the members, obviously, and or those that have been here that maybe not be members yet,
Day
or
oneers.
they're serving in the Patreon community, and or you've been a part of this community for some good time here. You're more than welcome to share the seat. When Chris is not here, you can be there, or you can even just share it.
Or yeah.
Either way, he's here. So come on. Be a part. It's a community. Okay,
Yeah.
Jazz in the building says, great show. Okay, make sure I'm going to have all those links inside the description so you can be able to get those information. And again, watch what you eat. Watch what you eat. We're out of here. Later.